Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shatoka and this channel is all about everything that I love, which is sewing, fashion, and home decor. Wanted to just do this quick video just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better, my sewing journey, how I got into sewing, why I like to sew, and just little tips for beginner sewers if you are beginners. I love watching YouTube. I follow so many sewers on here, so many people who do like home decorating, so many fashion girls, and I just was like, you know what, instead of just always sharing it to like my Instagram or my Facebook or just like, you know, friends and family, I'm gonna like document me sharing things that I really love. So last year, October 8th, 2021, I uploaded a video and I decided from there I was going to make it, you know, like a normal thing. I wanted to do at least one a month and I pretty much stuck to that. Sometimes I actually will upload a few more per month. It just really depends on like how busy I am. But yeah, I'm really excited that I stuck with it and my channel is growing and I love that. I love this community. Like the creative community is so positive. Like I watch a lot of different genres on YouTube and sometimes it could be really negative and I've never gotten a negative comment. Granted, I still do have a smaller platform, so most of the people who watch my videos are people who are also interested in sewing or like home decor, and they're very positive. I don't know if it's because we're just more mature, you know, I don't know, but I've never gotten a negative comment. So it's really nice to share on this platform and also to get some feedback. So in the past, I've shared things that I have made, like, you know, like on Instagram or on my Facebook, and I'll get some feedback, but you know, it's different than just someone who really doesn't know much about sewing or like isn't into home decor. It's really nice to get it from people who also have those same interests. So yeah, like I said, I uploaded that video and I kept it consistent, and then it came with too just having downtime. So a little bit about me: I do work full-time and I'm a mother of a 21-year-old son, and he went away. He was traveling quite a bit last year and I had a bunch of downtime. Like I usually sew on a regular, but when he was away I had even more downtime. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start creating. I was at home alone and I had the opportunity to go ahead and just start recording, and I just started doing that. Like I started everything. I still to this day do everything on my phone. I edit on my phone, I record on my phone. I use Canva, which is an app to edit my thumbnails, and it's not a very like technical thing, and it's gotten better as I've gone along. I definitely have recently been looking at my older videos and I can see, even just like with the trimming of videos and small edits that I do, they are like, each video gets better and better. So yeah, I'm just really excited about this journey. Also, I just want to share a little tidbit about my sewing journey. So I first got introduced to sewing when I was in high school. I actually went to Chicago Vocational High School. I'm from Chicago, born and raised, and that was a school who offered different trades. So my trade, I was in fashion design and tailoring. So I did learn some basics, but we did have like the big like monster machines, like the industrial machines. So it's quite different than a home sewing machine. So although I learned some basic things, it's quite different. So we did have a few projects, and actually that's how I ended up coming back to sewing after all those years, because after high school I didn't really sew or anything. I went away to school, I had my son, and then I started, you know, I joined the workforce and I started working, and that was that. So one time I was going through like an old bin and I found one of my old projects from high school, and I put it on. I'm actually gonna try to see if I could find the picture and post it for you guys. I think I shared it on my Facebook back then when I found it, and that was around 2011. So that's a big jump. So I was in high school. I first got introduced in like 97, 98, because I graduated high school in 99. And then I went away to school and I didn't touch anything. But in 2011, I found this outfit and I put it on and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I want to get back into sewing. Like I want to start back, you know, just create again. Like I did have like a brief like encounter with some sewing stuff. Like in college, we ended up having to do like some last minute like custom costumes for my dance team that I was on. So we kind of did that, but it was like, if you would have like opened it up and looked at it, it looked a mess. It was not good, but we were able to put it together and it looked cute. No one knew while we were on stage performing that it was like kind of put together badly. So, but yeah, other than that, I didn't have any other experience since high school with sewing. So once I saw that outfit, I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to sew again. Like it like hit me, and I went on Amazon and I ordered a machine. Like I ordered just like the basic machine. I think I paid like $89 on Amazon. It came, and then we were off from there. Like since then, since 2011, I've just been sewing things, and I messed up a whole lot of things. And even sometimes some people, I remember back when I picked it back up, some girls from high school that was in like fashion and tailoring with me were like, well, where you learn how to do that? Because we didn't do that. And I'm like really self-taught, because I just started sewing things, trial and error, and then YouTube University. Like I used to watch YouTube videos, the tutorials from back in the day. DIY Misha, which rest in peace, you know, she's no longer with us, but you guys in the sewing community, I'm sure you guys know her, but she used to do all kinds of tutorials, and I loved her videos because she always used, well, most of the time used knit fabrics, and I love knit fabrics. Like I started out doing knits in the beginning because to me, they're easier to work with because there's a little bit more leeway as far as, you know, like fit. It stretches, so you don't have to worry about it so much. So I loved watching her videos because it was always easier for me personally when I was sewing to sew with knits in the beginning. So I would watch her tutorials, and then I just started like using my clothes that I already had. Like I used to be so afraid of sewing patterns because I had experiences with them before where I was picking the wrong sizes, you know, before I knew that you had to like look at the measurements and it wasn't your clothing size. So I'm thinking I could just get these patterns that are like my retail size, but it's really off of measurements. I would have to take it in so much. To me, it seemed like too much work. So I wanted to just make it quicker. Like I've always been a sewer who, I don't want to say a lazy sewer, but like I like easy. Like I like for my things to turn around pretty quickly. So I just started using clothing that I already had. So things that I already had, skirts, dresses, things like that, I just would put it on my fabric and cut it out. I would make paper patterns out of the things that I had, and then I just remake those things. So like I said, of course, in the beginning doing knits, they're very forgiving. So literally you just lay that dress down on the fabric and cut around it and sew it together and it's done. Like it was so much easier. And then I also would like go into the store. I remember one time going to the fitting room in Target. I tried on a dress and I loved how it fit. Like I literally was like, you know what? I didn't buy it. Like I came back like the next time with a tape measure to find out how much it was gathered. I was like, okay, I like how it was kind of flaring out, but I wonder how much more of the fabric did they use. So I literally brought my tape measure in there and I like measured out how wide the fabric was, and I like replicated that. So yeah, like you can also do like thrift flipping and stuff like that. Like all of that stuff like that really helped. And then of course, each time I did more and more things, I got better and better. And then I kept doing, you know, kept looking at YouTube University. Then I also started reading some books and I just built upon that. So yeah, like I could not see not sewing. Like I know like sometimes sojo, like we call it our sojo, it goes in and out, but like I just could not see now a life without creating, like sewing things, making things for myself. And then for me too, another reason why I love to sew is because for me, I would always have issues with things not being long enough or not fitting the way I would like. I was always, even when I was slimmer, I was always like bigger on the bottom than I was on the top. So like if I wanted to get a jumpsuit, I would have to get it bigger because of my bottom, and then smaller because of the top. So if it wasn't something that was separate, I would always have fit issues. I would have issues with things not being long enough as far as pants or maxi skirts or dresses or sleeves. So it was just like a given, like you just need to start sewing for yourself because it's hard, or you're gonna have to pay like extra, you know, money to get like long and stuff like that. So it was like the hobby that just kept evolving over time. And like I said, now I cannot see myself without creating. Like, it's a regular basis. Like I said, I work full time and I come home and I sew. If I'm not sewing on a daily basis, I'm cutting out a pattern, or I'm like looking for inspiration, like I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do next. So yeah, like it's it's been a ride, so I really love it. I'm gonna be inserting like videos and pictures for you guys to see, like some of my past makes, because like I said, luckily I have been sharing things on Instagram and on Facebook since I picked it back up in 2011. So I'll go ahead and put up some old pictures of makes that I've made back in the day. But yeah, if you are a new sewer, keep going. Like, just keep doing things. You're gonna mess up things. I would say though, start with like thrifting fabrics, or redoing things, like try to like reconstruct things like that you thrift maybe, because in the beginning I don't want to say waste a lot of money, because I did gain the experience of creating things, but I went to like those fabrics that were a little bit more expensive because I was like, oh, it's pretty, and then things didn't always turn out, you know, well, because I didn't have the patience to do like a muslin first, doing those trial runs. And so I had a lot of errors in the beginning, but again, like I said, I did learn from those things. But I would say in the beginning of your sewing journey, go with the basics. Like, get the most basic machine. You don't need that many tools to start, and go to YouTube, because YouTube will have a tutorial on everything. I mean, that's like with anything. Like, and I just know that years from now, I'm gonna be able to look back at these videos and see the things that I've created over time, and it's gonna be really cool. Like, there's a lot of things that I've documented on social media like Instagram and my Facebook, but there's nothing like video. Like, so I'm just really glad that I have decided to stick with this and upload for you guys, and you guys have been great. Always positive. I really appreciate that, and it always has me so excited to share. So yeah, I just wanted to share this quick little video just to celebrate my 1 year of consistent uploads here on this YouTube channel. So if you want to subscribe to this channel and be notified of when I upload new videos, go ahead and click the notification bell. Until next time, bye.